Well, this is lovely. Um, Good morning, everyone, and thank you for stopping by my little corner of the world, the YouTube world. Um, this was meant to be a reading for this weekend, and my computer shut off, and that's when I realized that I wasn't recording. I've already put my oracles, done my oracles for this morning, and I was starting on a general tarot read for what this weekend's going to be like. I do ask that you go ahead and wait to the very end, and if my reading didn't and does not resonate with you, that you go ahead and move to your normal location or to a different reader, and hopefully you'll get the message you're meant to have for today or for this weekend. So just a little quick snaps. Like I said, I didn't realize that it wasn't recording at first, and I had got this far in the reading before, my system kind of went to sleep. That's how I knew that, Sorry, I've been sick for the last 2.5, 3 weeks, so I am out of practice of the recording thingy. I am not normally a great recorder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm not going to move the cards. I'm not going to change the cards. I'm not going to take them off of here. The reason I'm using this is when I shuffle, because I have a craft table, it makes a lot of noise when I shuffle and when I lay cards down. This is easier on you guys. If I try to put tablecloth down, it moves. It never fails. It's a mess. So first off, you have your Four of Cups. When they're upright, it means that there's opportunities being given to you that you're ignoring or you're just not taking. This is reversed. Cards reversed, what feels is how I'm going to read it, which is that you are aware of the opportunities being given to you and you are taking them, you are recognizing them. This card can be one of two ways when it depends upon what's around it or what it's coming through when I lay it down. It can be an intensity of the upright position, or it can be an opposite of the upright position. And in this one, I'm seeing that it is not an intensity. It is, you may not like what's being offered to you, but you are taking what's offered to you. And then you come down here, and this is a general reading for what this weekend's going to be like. So there is an opportunity this weekend. It may be family related, it may be emotionally tied, and you are taking the opportunity. It may lead to other things like a job, it may lead to more opportunities. Now, Temperance is about balance. This crosses it. So basically, whatever is going to be offered to you that you are going to go ahead and respond to, it's going to be not a balanced act. It is going to be something that totally unbalances your weekend, which means this is going to take over your weekend. So then we have the Chariot. This whole entire thing, what's going to be starting off, the very first part is like when you start this weekend. It could be later this afternoon, it could be this morning. Right now it is 5:30, and so this could be when you wake up and you have to start your day, you get an emergency call. I don't know. But I do know that you are not going to be in control. This weekend is going to run itself. So when you agree to this, and that's what I'm seeing happening, then your weekend is going to be controlled by this. Everything you do this weekend is not going to be on your schedule, but is going to be on someone else's schedule. Again, this takes over. This is two major cards. I look at the minor suit, which is like the 4 and 3 and 5, 6, and the royalty suit, which is the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings. And then we have the major arcana. I look at from the royal suit down to the 1 cards of every suit as your everyday stuff. I look at your Temperance and your Chariot as the major life-changing events, pinpoints in your life. And then we have, so that way you understand what importance I give these cards in the situation that they're in. So this is going to really unbalance everything. So this is like a changing point. So then we go on to accepting that, this is going to take over. Instead of you being in charge, somebody else is going to be in charge of your weekend, of whatever's going on, and that's going to be a huge change for you. Then we have the Page of Swords. Now, swords are messengers, students, children. Because this is swords, it's a thought, air. So it could be that this is going to lead to more business opportunities for you. This could lead to more opportunities. It could lead to something else. It could lead in many different directions. But this is how I'm taking this. This is as a message of what's coming up. And then we come up here to the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, when it's upright, is sorrow. It is not depression, but it's like really, it's something that's going to hurt your heart really, really bad when it's upright. It's going to be like somebody died and you're dealing with the grief. Or it could be like a heartbreaking situation. This could be regards to a relationship. But you know what? When it's reversed, that means it's not as bad as it seems. Which means that maybe other people's expectations, that you could be like totally in despair, heartbroken, without any ability to go forward. And you're going to actually be the opposite of what they expect. So you're not going to be as bad. You may be hurt a little bit, but it's not going to really affect you like other people may seem or think that it should. So that's important. This is going to be towards like maybe Saturday afternoon. And then at the very end, we have, at the end, everything is exactly the way it's meant to be. So basically, you're going to come out smelling like roses. Letting somebody else be in charge and letting control out of your hand, even if it's unbalancing, whether it's grating on your nerves to be at the beck and call of somebody else and not to be in charge, it's not going to be as bad as it seems, because at the very end, it's going to mean a huge difference. It's going to be like you are smelling like roses. So even though it is something that you may feel obligated to, know that you're going to have something come from this. So at the start, this may be an obligation. It may feel like an obligation. You may feel out of control. You may feel like everything's being taken care of and all the plans you had are being thrown out the window. Accept it and move with it. Go with the flow, because it's going to mean better things for you going into next week. Okay? Hope this helps you. And yes, I did not realize I was taking about 8 minutes to talk my way through this. I need to see about finding a divider that's not as brilliant. I hope, let's do this. Let me turn it around like this. Kind of, sort of. Anyways, I hope this helps and you have a terrific day and a terrific weekend.